this is the city that don't sleep, then what the fuck is Uptown? Uptown. Harlem Heights. It's the land of the choppy doors sucking your wallet dry, dead men getting their pockets ran, crooked cops, stepped on yak, fresh off the boat niggas looking for papers, motherfucking niggas living off the motherfucking fat of the land, grinding, scamming, pumping, or straight up robbing. A city with a million different stories that never get told. This one's about a young kid from Inwood who survived it all and consistently kept smashing shit for motherfucking decades, boy. Consistently. Tell them who you are. Alright, Mista KGKASS crew, Uptown motherfucking man.
What's the motherfucking problem, huh?
I've been doing graffiti 20 plus years, but my favorite time of graffiti was the early 2000s. That's when everything pretty much started for me. That's when I hooked up with KGK and Ass crew, and we formed the KGKASS crew, and we just, all we did every single day was all link up 10 deep and just like roam around the city, racking and painting and chilling and beating people up and painting all day and painting all night. The early 2000s, that was the shit. Especially as I got older and I learned the history of graffiti and I learned the history of fucking Uptown and realized that fucking shit, I'm from where graffiti started. I'm from the birthplace of graffiti. You know what I'm saying? Julio 204 was from fucking Dykeman. Taki 183 was from the Heights. Then you got later on Sane and Smith from the Heights. You know, I'm from history. And I'm proud to be an Uptown representative and be representing for Uptown and to keep putting out for Uptown and keep the culture going from Uptown and keep the motherfucking ball rolling. Suck my dick! Ah! In the Bronx again, painting. I be trying to stay out of the Bronx and not really paint the Bronx anymore because, you know, my shit's always getting dissed over there because that's where like a majority of my haters are from. But, you know, I keep it active in the Bronx, so, you know, when they wake up in the morning and go outside, they gotta see my shit. And when they come home, they gotta see my shit. So, you know, gotta keep them constantly punching the air. A shout out to the Bronx though. You're hurt. back uptown to 207. Hit up that El Tina's fish market. Get that breaded shrimp with mash, lemonade on the side, maybe a puto salad or some shit. Psst. Ain't nothing like that victory meal after a long night of painting. You know, I'm just a regular dude that just happens to do graffiti. You know, I still put making money first. I still put being a family man first before I put this graffiti shit. You know, I still make sure I got the bills paid and my family's bills paid and do what I gotta do as a man, you know, before writing on the walls. But you know, I have had relationship problems because of this graffiti shit. Where, you know, your girl's always complaining that you just spending more time with your boy than doing graffiti than with her. My regular friends, they still be hitting me with the, damn, you still doing that shit? You still writing on the walls? You still doing graffiti? Like, you know, they don't really get it. But, you know, I'm doing something that I love, something that makes me happy. Not too many people can say they found something in their life that makes them genuinely happy. I love to paint fucking daytime, nighttime, whatever time. It's always go time. Everything counts in graffiti, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have the fucking marker tags, you gotta have the can tags, you gotta have the scratchies, some edge, you gotta have fillings, you gotta have outlines, you gotta have streets, you gotta have fucking high spots, you gotta go underground and hit them tunnels. You gotta do all that shit if you wanna consider yourself like a real bomber. And I'm not talking about piecing and shit. Piecing is cool too. If you could piece and you could do that, you know, to each his own, but not really into the piecing thing. You know, I don't got the patience to stay in one spot for too long. You know, I'm an active dude. I gotta move around. I gotta run up to a spot, 30-second fill and I'm gone. I don't give a fuck how my shit turns out. You know what I'm saying? I pride myself in rocking fast, dusty, outline, border, you out. Fuck all that pretty shit. I ain't here for the pretty shit. I'm here to get up. Gotta let your nuts hang. It's like all for the love of the sport. Can't even put into words and explain like the feeling of just like climbing up some high shit and making it to the top and like looking down and you're like, what the fuck am I really doing with my life right now? Damn. I really did this shit for this shit. But it's a beautiful thing. It's like the rush, the adrenaline of it, the fucking, your heart beating crazy and the sweaty palms and the fucking nervousness is just
when you're doing graffiti, you're bound to catch a beef with somebody. You know, it's bound to happen. You know, but 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be you beefing with some dude that has no ups. That's just like some toy fucking looking for fame, trying to get fame off of you. It's not even fun or worthwhile. Like, you know, if you catch beef with somebody on the same level as you, and y'all go to war or whatever, you know, that's cool, that's fun, you know, it makes graffiti fun. And then, you know, if y'all niggas wanna, you know, settle your differences, y'all meet up, knuckle it up, and then after that, you know, y'all shake hands, and y'all go y'all separate ways. Y'all can either become cool after that, or y'all don't ever have to speak again, but you know, you handle it like a man. But like nowadays, it's you know, graffiti beef is just usually trash, cause it's like one person with ups and the other person's just a toy dick rider trying to get fame off of you, so it's always like an unleveled beef. There's been some legendary graffiti beefs in the past, but you know, you don't really see those anymore. But I'm older now, you know, I'm more humble, I'm more wiser, so I'm not out here, you know, really looking for beef, you know, cause you know, at the end of the day, sometimes it's not worth it. It's like, you know, shit could get real street real quick. I've done sat in jail for years for graffiti, went on trial for graffiti, got offered 20 years, took it to trial, beat the shit, go home to my family, and 2 days later, I'm painting with put on the motherfucking, like nothing happened. That's when I fucking knew that I was a fucking nut job, and that fucking my life is graffiti. There's plenty of spots that people have never fucking rode on before. So I like doing spots that no one's ever thought of doing, spots that never been hit, fucking virgin fucking spots. You know, people are always just looking for spots that someone did already, or side busting, or if somebody hit this fucking ledge before, oh, I want to do that. I want to do this. Oh, let's hit Richie's. Oh, I want to hit Richie's. You know, I want to create new spots. I want to create the new Richie's. You know, that people are gonna go, wow, nobody's ever thought of that. I've never stopped doing graffiti. Every year, for the past 22 years, I've done graffiti. You know, I've done fill-ins, tags, something. I've done something. It may have not been a lot, but I've done something. I've never took a year off and none of that bullshit. Like, I've just always had the itch and the urge and always wanted to paint and always painted. And I still feel like that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like that's not a career. Like, I still feel like I gotta fucking put in another 30 years of work to fucking say I had a career in graffiti and I actually did something. Like, you know, 20 years to me is nothing. You know, some dudes be coming out painting for a year, painting for 2 years, then they stop doing graffiti but still, you know, want to consider themselves somebody or some shit. Like, nah, man, if you want to be in this game, you got to be in this game from when you start to when you're fucking dead. Like, I don't want to hear it. And I'm still running laps around that toy. It's a love-hate relationship with graffiti. Because as much as I love it, I hate it. Because as much as it gave me life, it also was like, just fucked my whole life up. Back in the day, Vandal Squad had funding like it was no tomorrow, and Vandal Squad was out there trying to ruin little kids' lives, raiding people's houses and popping up at people's jobs and really doing people dirty. Painting the streets is crazy too, especially if you're not just one of them writers that paints in Soho or paints in like the fancy parts of Brooklyn and shit nowadays. You know, hitting them real danger zone places. You know, you gotta be on point first with like your surroundings of the hood you're in before you like worrying about like the cops and shit like that. You gotta worry more about the hood and the people that live in the hood and the people that don't like graffiti, or the people that are outside selling drugs while you're out there trying to spray on their block and you're making their block hot for them. Cause that's one thing you hear all the time when you're in them hoods, cause you're just trying to write your name on the wall and these dudes is ready to kill you cause you fucking with their money. But like if you're a street dude and you from the hood and you know how to stand your ground, so you know most of the time you're gonna be okay. But there have been plenty of times where dudes pulled out guns on me and shit, and you know, you just gotta not be scared. I ain't running. Hold my own.
Should've settled down or whatever. It's gonna be a real motherfucking hot summer for everybody. Holla, holla, holla.
just live a regular life doing regular shit without all the crazy shit involved. Like, I just love crazy shit in my life. My advice to y'all new writers is, I don't really got too much advice for y'all. Y'all kind of got to figure it out yourselves. But I will tell y'all to stay humble. Just do what you do because you want to do it. You know, do more graffiti. Stay the fuck off Instagram. And yeah, that's about it. And don't expect a Writer's Itch episode either. That's not for everybody. And I make house calls, you heard? Shout out to the whole KGKASS crew. That's the fucking family right there for 20 plus years. Some members right now are MIA, but one day that bat signal's gonna go up and we're gonna form like Voltron again, you heard? Rest in peace Zexer, Kes 5, Joker 2, Nasty Nast, Null, Yuck, Ask WTO, Nezo, Acne, and Z's and Zone, GSL.
Tu feras une recherche artistique sur internet, il est super connu. Ah oui, il est très connu. C'est un privilège d'avoir ça. Vraiment. Là, c'est des légende.